I've been a Dan fan for a long time. If there was ever a poster child for the ambassador for IGSHPA, that's right over there. So great job, Dan. Appreciate all that contribution that you made to the industry. And all the other award winners, you deserve it. We just don't hand these things out like candy. And, we recognize the good hard work and effort and everything you put in, not just the years, but the decades and decades after decades. So we really appreciate the enthusiasm. The industry wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for the passion that the individuals have. So I know I'm the only thing standing between you and the bar at the pool. So I did want to start out by letting you know that Aaron gave me 2 hours. Or 2 minutes. So I'm going to hover closer to 2 minutes. So just want to make a couple quick comments in the closing of our meeting for the year. And it's kind of the geothermal market in 2017. It's what happened, what are the lessons learned, what's next, what do we need to think about. And, just from a graphical standpoint, IGSHPA grows and doesn't grow with the industry. But the other side of that is IGSHPA's purpose is to grow the industry. And we can't do it without the membership. We can't do it without the voice of membership. And if you just kind of look at what happened over the last couple of years, and IGSHPA was, it's just kind of right there on the left-hand side, and then in the middle, something that's like tax credits went away or something, I'm not real sure. And, IGSHPA and the industry kind of shrunk, and we all felt that. But what we're looking forward to with the board of directors, with the committees that we have, with the conferences, and more importantly, with the diverse and educated and passionate membership, IGSHPA is going to grow in 2018. It's going to go beyond 2018. So what happened? Okay, we all know we lost the tax credits. There wasn't any plan to sell without tax credits. If you remember, I was giving a keynote last year in Denver at this meeting, and I had asked everybody, how many people have sold geothermal equipment or designed it or installed it, and we went kind of down the years. And basically what happened is that the majority of the folks that were out there selling currently in the market, designing, selling, and installing geothermal systems had not ever done it without a tax credit. Okay? So we don't ever want to make that mistake again. We need to bring the young folks into the industry. We need to bring new minds from outside of our small sector of the HVAC market, get new ideas, new processes, new understandings, and new opportunities. We lost geo mindshare. What happened whenever we lost that 30% coupon? Okay? We lost geo mindshare. We lost geo mindshare with engineers, with manufacturers, with architects, with contractors, with consumers. You weren't able to put that 30% coupon out on the table. We can't make that mistake again. Low consumer awareness. It's a lot easier if you have a consumer that is aware of a geothermal system and they call you up. You have two options on sales calls. If we do a job getting the word out as far as the value proposition and what our technology can take to a consumer, then the sales or the call from the consumer is going to be to the contractor or the engineer, residential or commercial, and say, I pretty much understand the value of a geothermal heat pump system in my home or my building. I want you to come by and do a feasibility study or offer a quote to install a geothermal heat pump system. If you don't have an aware consumer, residential or commercial, it goes the other way. They call up, my heat and air's out, build a new building, need some heat and air, and people don't lead with geo, okay? We have to educate and get the consumer more aware of our technology and the benefits. And we really hadn't had a whole lot of industry alignment. I mean, what happens when there's a fire? It's kind of called a fire drill, right? So we had a little bit of alignment, but everybody was trying to preserve their turf. Everybody was they kind of got in survival mode in 2016. 2018 is a year of alignment amongst all membership sectors in IGSHPA, which can spread out to the rest of the industry. GEO, the industry came together, okay? We talked about the tax credits. I'm not going to dwell on it. But again, we cannot let that 30% coupon, and in the future it's not going to be 30%, we cannot let that 30% coupon define IGSHPA or our industry's future. So I did want to put a shout out to a lot of you folks that made the calls to your senators, to your congressmen, whenever we asked. It was much appreciated. Thank you for the grassroots efforts. So we've got a little bit of wind in our sail here. A couple other things I just wanted to throw out here is, you know, there's a lot of talk about other renewable technology. Wind's not bad, solar's not bad. You know, we think geo's great. So if you just want to look at a perspective of the different types of technology and the value that our technology brings to a consumer, whether it be residential or commercial, if you end up just taking the cost of a 4-ton geothermal system, okay, just an average across the board, say it's around $28,000, $30,000 put in a 4-ton geothermal system. The same amount of money will buy a 4.5 kW of wind turbine, okay? That same amount of money will get you about 8.5 kW on a solar panel, okay? Solar's good. The same amount of money will get you about 27,000 kWh of annual renewable energy that works 24/7, 365. It is the reliable, renewable. Works around the clock. The wind doesn't have to blow, the sun doesn't have to shine, okay? So solar's good. Other technologies are good. Geo's better, and we're both a great combination. So keep that in mind. We never end up bashing the solar guys or the turbine guys, and we can make them better, and they recognize that. They actually helped us on Capitol Hill. They participated in some of our fly-in meetings. Another thing I want to mention real quick is the value of partnering in the industry. And if an association you're tied to isn't listed on this, don't get upset. I only had so much room for a slide for the guys to read it in the back. But it's so valuable. There is no association in the industry. IGSHPA can't do everything, okay? GEO can't do everything. NGAA can't do everything. And NRECA, so on and so forth. But one of the things we're going to do with IGSHPA, and I know GEO's doing the same thing, is we're kind of hunkered down and we're trying to figure out what our skill sets are. We're trying to figure out what we're best at. We're trying to figure out what we've been kind of muddling along, but maybe there's somebody else that's better at this and we might want to pass our baton over to that association or get some help and work with them, okay? So you're going to see a lot more partnering with associations throughout the industry, and it's going to make us all stronger. Embrace our value proposition, okay? Our technology is the most energy efficient, environmentally friendly, cost-effective, and comfortable HVAC solution available, okay? Embrace that. It's not selling technology. It's not selling, you know, how much dirt can you move or little dirt can you move to put a bunch of plastic pipe in the ground. Technology is important. Our association, IGSHPA, tease in on technology because we're responsible for a lot of the research, development, and training and the advancement of our technology, okay? So we kind of gear in on that. But we also don't want to lose sight of the other personas that customers have that, whether they're residential or commercial, I mean, they're looking at the environment and they're looking at comfort and they're looking at economics. We need to keep that in mind. So what we're going to be focusing on is we need to focus on regaining mind share, okay? GEO mind share. Increase consumer awareness, align with industry partners. We need to plan and implement. We need to make sure we have a very clear vision, mission, and purpose to get ready for 2022. And that's when the tax credits are scheduled to dial out. We don't need to wait until 2021 to come up with this plan. So you're going to see a lot of activity from individual companies and associations and specifically with IGSHPA, planning and implementing for 2022. We're going to keep research and development going. We're going to keep training going. And most of all, we're going to Listen to the voice of the membership. So your input on a regular basis is very, very important. That's what we have to key off of. So we are tied into the voice of the membership. So the theme is we're better together. Okay? Think about what I was saying is whenever times got tough, we really didn't have alignment in the industry. The associations didn't work together. They didn't key off each other. We truly are better together. So I did want to say thank you all for taking time out of your normal schedule, your business life, coming to Orlando to join us for our IGSHPA annual conference. Great comments on the conference. Wonderful comments on the breakout sessions. Great sessions on those. So stay around afterwards. Appreciate you coming in. Look forward to seeing you next year. Don't be bashful of calling the committee members, committee chairmen, the members of the board, or the IGSHPA staff. So once again, thank you so much for your membership. We look forward to serving you. Thank you.